Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, it's Big Legend, homie.
You tired of the narrative always being changed? I'm here to correct the narrative. Get that real honest talk. Real talk. No yes men over here. I know you tired of your news telling any wrong narrative, pushing the wrong agenda. Well, Twinsinc, we want to try to aim to fix those narratives. Give everybody a better understanding. Let's go. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and even good night. Welcome to Twinsinc Talk. I'm your host, Twinsinc. And I hope everyone is doing great and wonderful in their life. Blessings and overflow to everyone. So today is kind of a continuation or question response to my last topic that I posted, which was avoiding negative people. And I got a lot of great feedback, and a lot of good questions, and a lot of people were chiming in with their helpful tips on ways that to avoid negative people, which is great. And I love it. And that's the whole point of me creating this channel, is having that dialogue. It's not that I say something and put in the atmosphere and that's it. It's really a dialogue. So I will get to the point where I'm going to start having a live chat. So when I do a show, people can chat at the same time. So go ahead and download that Spreaker app, Spreaker.com. It's an app, so I'll have it pop up on the screen somewhere, but so you can click on the link, or it'll be in the description, so you can download the app. So that will give you a quick access to me and even to chat with me. I'll still be available on the other platforms, Apple, Spotify, all of them. But if you want to get direct contact with me or chat with me live when I do go live and broadcast live, you can get in touch with me. So like I said before, this is a follow-up to the Avoid Negative People, and my twin brother responded to me on YouTube, because I am on YouTube as well, with a great question, and it states, how do we in this negative world, how do we avoid negativity? Because mind you, you turn on the news, it's there, it's on social media, it's there. So of course, I talked about how to avoid negative people, but how can you avoid the negative world, meaning that everything is going around all around you, right? And that's a great question. And I like to try to attempt to answer the question. Now, I may not know it all, but I'd like to give you my personal opinion on how I deal with it. So first off, let's talk about the media, right? Every morning I turn on the news, mainly just to find out what the weather's going to be. I try to stay away from what's going on in the world, because it always talk about all the negativity in the world. First, like earlier this week, I heard about the whole ChickfilA issue. People getting stabbed up over finding for chicken. You hear about home invasions all the time. A woman protected her family with AR. So I'm pro Second Amendment. So yeah, I got my strap too. Pull up if you want to. But anyway, those are the things you always hear. There's always negativity going on in the world. Always, all the time. So what I do when it comes to the media, we'll start with the news. Technically, you don't have to watch the news every day. So sometimes if you decide to turn TV on, you're letting that negativity into your life. Let's be honest with you. Because, people may say, well, I got to know what the weather's going to be. True. But guess what? There's an app for that. You can download any app, or not even an app. On most phones, I have a Samsung Note 8, Team Android over here. But on my Android phone, it has a pre-installed widget, and the widget tells me what the weather's going to be. So, for instance, I'm in Georgia, in the Loganville area. It's going to be a high of 50. Boom. Got my weather, get dressed, get going. Meaning that I don't have to sit there and spend 15 minutes going through all the negativity going on in the world to find out what the weather is. So that's one way to avoid the negativity. Or some people might say, hey, well, I need to know if there's any accidents going on before I jump on this road and go to work, right? You know what? That's a great opinion. Not a great opinion, but that's a great fact. That's true. There's an app for that as well. I call that Google Maps. And all you got to do is put in the address and put in the location where you're going and hit start, and it'll pull the whole route up, and it'll tell you what time you'll get there, right? But if there happen to be an accident that's there, guess what? It's going to let you know. It's going to say accident. It may even give you an option to avoid that route, meaning there's an alternate route you can take, and it'll give you the option to click on it and go. And it updates as you're driving. So if you're driving this accident, it actually lets you know in advance, accident ahead, you want to go this alternate route, and you're like, yes, I do. So that's two reasons why you can really stay away from the media, right? Because you can really control what things that you're feeding into your body. See, sometimes people look for those gossip. People look for the juiciness. Now, I'll say this. Now, sometimes it can be good. And as far as watching news, the reason why I say that, because it kind of lets you know what's going on. Let's say if you live in a certain area and it's always in the news, it kind of gives the area, it kind of gives you an idea what to look for, because they do provide some helpful tips and helps you give information on like credit, finance, taxes, homes, all that stuff. The news do give you that. Now that's a small segment. I was like like 5 to 10 minute segment to give you compared to a whole hour long worth of negativity. I mean, it is what it is. So that's like, once again, those apps can really avoid. So, but like I said, sometimes it's good to see what's going on, so you know what's going on in the area. If there is a rapist running around, there's a bunch of home invasions, people breaking into people's cars. So yeah, I mean, those things you can avoid, but it's good to know what's going on. You don't want to be totally in the dark as far as what's going on in the world. So I wouldn't say, don't watch it at all. I just say I wouldn't watch it all day and all night. I mean, you can even download the local app to your phone, but that's just the same thing as watching it, because it's going to give you all the updates as far as all the breaking news, what's happening, negative stuff. So, and you really can't filter through the app as far as what you want to see. But if you want to get a quick synopsis, look at directly, all right, what's going on here? All right, boom, all right, I'm done. So, those are ways on not social media, but in the news to avoid it. Well, that same scenario, news, social media, same thing. So those two go together. So let's talk about avoiding negative people in the world. And when I say in the world, I'm referring to as going to work, maybe grocery shopping, or going somewhere and get some food to eat, right? Because you just can't avoid negative people all the time, right? But here's some things that I try personally to avoid. So me personally, I'm going to go with work first, right? So we all know the people at work who are the gossip people, who always got some juiciness to talk about. Now, let's be honest, I'm keeping it 100. I like juiciness sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes I might be in a different place, and I just don't need any of that in my life right now, right? So those things you can control. So meaning that if you know a certain person who always had negativity, anything bad, always talking about, you have the choice to avoid that person. You can. Even if they come over and walk to your cube or your area station that you work in, you're like, hey, I'm doing something I can't talk now, but I'll talk to you later. Just that simple. Put your headphones on. You could jam out to your music if your job permits the music, right? Those things you can control. You don't have to sit there and take or listen to someone talking about negativity. If you do, that's really your choice. Now, I'm always looking. If somebody talking about something good, I'm always got the ear for that. Any positive, any business ideas, anything like that. I want those things around me. We can talk about that every day, all day, till I fall asleep. But that's what you want to do when it comes to the workplace and negativity. You have the choice. Really, you do. You can't say I don't have a choice. You do have a choice. When that person starts talking and they start going down a rabbit hole, you can be like, oh, you know what? I got to run. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to them later. I mean, you can still talk to them when you want to. What I'm saying is that you have the choice. That can't be forced down your throat unless you choose it. So that's a choice and decision, which I talked about in the previous video or show. All right, let's talk about out in the public. Oh, let's talk about food first, fast food or restaurants, right? Avoid negative people. Now, this one is very tricky because sometimes you can't control what happens when you're out in the public, when you're out and about. But let's talk about the biggest thing that's going on right now. Let's talk about Popeyes, They got this spicy chicken going on, right? Lines all around the door, right? Wait times long. You seen the pictures. They got the sandwiches on top of a garbage can because they run out of space to make them. Just all over the mess, all over the place. So I bring it up as that right there. If you're going to Popeyes to get that spicy chicken, you're already making a decision that you're going to a negative situation. You made that mindset. Of course, you made that mindset. I'm hungry. Yeah, of course you're hungry. Plus, you want to know what's going on, but you can't be, what is it? I can't think of the word, but because it's a trending or topic, you can't be a yes man. Like, oh, I want to try that Popeye sandwich. Everybody can talk about it. I'm going to go and do it. I want to stand in line for 45 minutes just to get a sandwich or get in a fight. Somebody skip me. Because just be honest, the person got stabbed, rest in peace to them. I mean, it's unfortunate to die not over the sandwich. Kind of, yes, over the sandwich, over what's like $4, right? That's a damn shame. But it's not really because of the sandwich. It's really because of the disrespect, right? If somebody skip you, it's that tension's high. You've been sitting in line forever. So I get it, but at the end of the day, I don't want to go out over a $4 sandwich. Just not that serious. Especially when I know ChickfilA down the street got it and they have no line and the sandwich is good. Just saying, just giving you facts. But if you go to ChickfilA, you're walking into a negative situation. One, the customer service is not going to be great because of poor people working behind the register, been there all day. They got lines. They can't even run to the bathroom and pee. They can't even take a 15-minute break. If they do, they got to go down the street somewhere because somebody looking like, what you doing? You got a line outside. You should be inside. Everybody gets a break. But in that atmosphere that they're in, it's completely negative. The only thing positive about that Popeyes thing going on is if you're the owner that's not there and you sitting there look at the money go up. Ching, 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 ching. Because everybody's running there and spending money. But once again, that's a prime example of you choosing to go to a place that's already has a negative atmosphere going on already. You're walking into negativity. Lines out the door, people fighting, food's not ready to go. So that's a choice right there. So if anybody goes to ChickfilA, not Chick-fil-A, pardon. If anyone goes to Popeyes, you're expecting whatever comes your way. It's just a simple fact. If the lines go around the door, no. Because anytime I go to a restaurant, right, Olive Garden, Hibachi, whatever place may be, and I walk in there like, hey, I have a table of 4 or 5, whatever. And they're like, oh, it's an hour. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm not upset, but it's like if the wait is that long, I may not want to be here because that means people in the back are working really hard to try and get the food out, and they want to get the orders right, and the waitress are walking around. It's a lot going on because it's jam packed. It's pressure, right? You think about it. If I want to go and get a steak, ask for it to be well, and then get it rare because the person trying to get the food out. So, because everyone had to play at the same time. So, just what I'm saying is that you have to see the scenario. Like, you know what? It's 2-pack. I'm going to pass on it. But that's just me personally when it comes to going out. So, you just have to, it's the same thing when you go to movies. If you go into a movie theater, the first night the movie comes out, it's going to be jam-packed. It's just what it is. You have to expect you have to expect the customer service level not going to be on level 10. Just not. I mean, when Avengers came out, I went super early on the work day, so I was good. But if you go a Saturday night, Friday night, not saying negativity, but I'm saying it's going to be crowded. Lines going to be long. The popcorn stuff may be fresh, depending. The lines can be long. The people behind the desk or the cashier, they're waiting for people to pay and get the orders together. They tired. They stay. It's just a lot on people. You understand? People have breaking points, right? So once again, me personally, I don't like going to movies on the first day now or the first week when it's out. When everybody's going, it's jam packed. Kind of wait because then you get a seat. And people fight over seats. It's just too much going on. I avoid those things. If a brand new iPhone launch, right? Most of the time, iPhones come out, they got lines all around the door, all outside. People sleeping outside. They get that brand new phone. Once again, if you go into that, you're looking for a negative outcome. Okay? It's just a simple fact. So you can avoid that thing. You can pre-order it, buy in advance, and get it when it's available. You can wait till a couple weeks later when it's available. Once all the bugs get out, hint, hint, hint. I try not to be first to get the new technical gadget. If it's a new phone, a new PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, I don't want to be first because everything new electronic has a bug into it, right? So you might want to wait on that. So that's changing your mindset of negativity. One last thing. You know what's coming up, right, people? Black Friday. So first off, shout out to all my business owners who are working on the plan to strategically have their discounts. So I posted on my IG page, go to Twinsinc on IG, simple as that, Twinsinc. And I have a list of all the businesses that I know that I work with that have products, services they provide. And I'm sure people are working on the business plans that have a discount come out. So please check them out. Yes, check them all. I have a whole list. I want to say almost like 20 or 30 people I posted. But hey, we got to support each other. But once again, Black Friday is coming out. What's going to happen? Best Buy, Target, Walmart, anywhere they sell electronic gadgets and stuff, whatever, TVs, Black Friday is going to happen. And what's going to happen? People is going to, of course, over the years they have changed it, but they still have it where people are sitting outside. It's going to be cold, long lines, just so they can get in and grab a TV. And they only have like 4 TVs, but you have a line of 1,000 people who want the TVs. That's negativity right there because you're asking for it. You're going to a place where they're selling stuff at a really discount price, but they only have a small, limited supply. People have been shot, killed, everything on Black Friday. I don't do Black Friday anymore. I might do Cyber Monday because all I do is go online, order it, and it gets to me in a couple of days, which is fine with me. Amazon, whatever. But what I'm trying to make is, once again, if you're going out on Black Friday, right after you spend time with your family, I'm not going to call it Thanksgiving. I'm just going to call it spending time with the family weekend or spending time with the family holiday. We'll talk about the holidays and other topics in another topic. But after spending great time with your family on Thursday, eating food, getting stuff, watching football. Well, I don't watch football, but for people who are watching football, no knock to you. But you spending a good time with the family, having a good time. You ate, playing games, bonding, all that great stuff. And after that, what you want to do? Okay, guys, let's get dressed. We're going out and get this TV, get this gadget. And we're going to stand in these long lines with bad customer service or with minimal supplies. But they've been marketing and talking about, we got these TVs here, but they only got like 4 out of 1,000 people going at one time going in. And then when you walk in, no one's walking. We're all running to the place. First off, most people get there the day before to kind of scope it out, see what stuff's at. But nevertheless, people run in there, grabbing cars, putting stuff on their head, run to the front, people bumping each other. That's just a melting pot ready for it to explode, which it has. I'm just giving y'all examples of how to avoid negative situations in the world. Because if you choose to go out there, you're asking for anything that comes your way when you come to that. Anytime there's multiple people, everybody has different mindset, different attitudes. So this is pretty much a good response to the question that was asked me by Twinsinc East on IG. My brother, what up? Is that these are ways that you can avoid it when it's in the world. There's many things you can do. I hope I gave everybody some good tips, some information, or just looking at a different route to understand why, or not why, but how you can avoid negative things in the world that you can't control, but you really can't control because I gave you options. So once again, thank you for listening to my show today, or afternoon, or night. We out. Well, that's a wrap today for the show. Please like, share, comment, share your thoughts. Email us at info@twinsinc.net. You can also subscribe to us on these multiple platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Castbox, Podcast Addict, and of course YouTube. You want to see us through the live recording. So once again, thank you